I'm not. I mean, I'm not going to ever just stop talking shit, but I just there's nothing that this man's going to do to you. And he is. He's going to mess with the wrong person someday. He truly is. And you can hide behind a screen and you can hide behind your phone. But there's a lot more of us than there are him. And that's where we are we're actually in more control of the situation than what he thinks. And
And let's also set another record straight. Warrants don't expire until you expire. There's no such thing as an expired warrant.
well, and it's not
And Florida man, you got them here in Tennessee, and we know it.
and what y'all also need to realize is this, and Stephanie, I'm just going to keep this vague. Be careful who you give your information out to. I don't care what type of phone you have, what kind of service you have. I will say that you can always be found. And I don't care if you make a fake account or whatever it is that you do, you are linked to an account on here. It's linked to certain things on certain devices. So just don't think you can come on this app and do anything you want to do without any repercussions. And I just about that. And also, just be careful with what your dealings are with Florida Man, because things that you're sharing with him in his own personal phone could be held against you too.
100%. You ever heard people who track people's phones, track their IPs? Yeah, be careful what you do there. But that's all I'm saying about that situation. Because sometimes when you fuck around, you'll find out.
That is the truth. And I will say this, I have never blackmailed anybody on here. I've never done any of that. But I will tell y'all that Florida Man did. Florida Man did send me a message on TikTok. And he demanded that I tell him information, which I didn't even know. I didn't know the information. I had no clue who was behind the Andy Beagle account. No clue. But he tried to instill fear in me that if I didn't give him the information he wanted, and that if I didn't back down from him, that I was going to be next on the chopping block. And due to the fact that I did not go with the masses and go with his thought process, my whole life got aired out. It doesn't really affect me, no. Are people probably going to judge me for shit? Probably, but I don't have a criminal record. Other than me being addicted to the nicotine, I've never battled any addiction in my life. I've never been in trouble with the law. I'm just your average, everyday, normal person. That's it. But there's going to be a point in time where somebody is going to mess with the wrong person, and sometimes crazy meets crazier. And I think sometimes people forget that. Sometimes crazy matches crazy. And you're not untouchable. But when you're out here doing the things that you're doing, and I have said this once and I'll say it again, when you can post a monument of a deceased person on their birthday, and you can do so in order to mentally mindfuck somebody that you don't like, and you find that funny, I don't care what has been done to you in your life. To be able to sit in a live and to be able to sit in a chat and see a deceased man on a green screen with emojis drawn on him and everything else. And this was on his birthday. And it was all to mentally mindfuck another person. That's pretty low. And I just don't understand how a lot of you women, who I know have more sense than that, know what's right is right and wrong is wrong. So if y'all want to sit here and point out all the things that I've done and all the oh so terrible things that I've done, I think that maybe y'all need to keep the same energy for a certain person over there. And I think it's time that we start all just doing the right thing and stop trying to fit in with the masses, because we all know what happens when you don't. And then until it happens to you, you're not going to know how it feels. And then when you wake up one day and your whole life is on a green screen, pictures of your family, court documents, financials, altered or not altered, I'm going to tell you, you're going to know how it truly feels. And if it's because you are standing with him because you fear him, I think it's maybe we turn the tables and he learns to fear us. Because we're the ones that truly hold the cards. Because if you don't support him, he has nothing. Because if you don't have anybody watching your shit or seeing your shit, I don't know. I just don't know how trying to destroy someone's life is entertainment for you guys. And I know, and I'm not saying that everybody agrees with it, but I think it's time for people to start speaking up about it. I think it's time that there's awareness brought on it. And I think there's enough people out there that know how fucked up it is that like it's time for it to happen. Because I'm going to tell you when it does, and of course we all know that 95% of the people on this app are a bunch of women. I think instead of all fighting with each other, if we know that something's wrong and we don't want to see it happen, maybe it's time we join forces and start really bringing awareness on the whole situation. That there is a man on this app that has no limits. There is no line he won't cross. Because I'm sorry, but to show a deceased man on his birthday to mentally mindfuck another human being is pretty fucking low. And I don't care what's been done to you. We're talking about a grown man. He's 37, 38? You got a 37, 38-year-old out here doing this to people, human beings, real people? It does. I do agree asking for people's information causes a threat to overall safety. I do. Y'all don't know, y'all, there's a lot of crazy people in this world. What if let's say like Florida Man shows Stephanie's information and her address. Now it may not be Florida Man that's going to want to go and hurt Stephanie or whatever, but what if somebody else had something out for Stephanie or her husband?
They wouldn't leave. They wouldn't leave. You come here, you're not leaving. It's that simple. And I can swear on everything I love and everything I have that if you come here, you ain't leaving.
Well, not the same way you came anyway.
And that's why I'm not scared. I am not scared of nobody on this app. Nobody. You can talk your shit about me. You can run your mouth about me. You can do whatever. You can make your own fucking story about me. But until you come real life and you confront me, I don't give a fuck what you say about me. Because there's better things in life to worry about besides than what somebody's fucking doing or somebody's fucking home or their children or their family. That just shows you're a sick motherfucker. And if you condone to it, you're a sick motherfucker too.
Well, and not only that, but y'all, there's a lot of people on here that don't have the mental mindset. There's a lot of people on here, if their whole life is aired out and all these things are shown about them, like we don't know that person's mental state of mind.
Do you really want to be the person who is in the position to take another person's life? I will do it in the blink of a fucking eye. If somebody comes and threatens my home or me, yes, I will be that person in that position. I sure in the fuck will. Because what you're not going to do is make me live in fear of my own home.
So, as far as would you agree that asking for Bubbles' information was wrong and contributed to this situation?
100%. Yes, it was wrong. It sure was wrong. But I said, what is her fucking information? It was their choice to send it to me. I didn't go look it up. It was Bougie's choice to send it to me.
Do I need to restart? Is it lagging?
No.
It's not
I don't know.
in the box, but I'm sure it is for them and them.
I don't know. You may have to come out and come back in. Okay, it's good there. Okay. Okay. I don't know, guys. I just don't understand it. And you guys can sit there and point and say, well, you did this. Well, you did that. Well, I just, what's the end game here? What is it?
The way it's going, the end game is for somebody's going to end up getting severely hurt over some shit that a person who has zero credibility, 4 teeth in his mouth, no job, lives in a van, 3-time felon, is spewing to you on the fucking internet. And somebody's going to take the initiative to try to be the hero in this situation. And they're going to try to take something real life, and it's going to end up tragically.
Well, and it's not that, you know, and I want to make something clear. No, there's a lot of people that have made past mistakes, and there are a lot of people that do have felonies on their record, and that does not mean that they cannot turn their life around and they cannot change their life. I know someone very personal that has gone through a lot of shit, has quite a few things on their record, but they are a very successful person because they've chosen to do better in their life and change their life. So having a felony on your record does not define you as a person.
No, because right now I know a person who has that spent many years in prison, and he is now a COO of a company. So no, being a felon does not define who you are.
But what I am saying is that we have to realize that we are dealing with a career criminal who is still out here doing the absolute most. You were talking about he is working with 2 women on this app, one engaged, the other one married. Now, I don't know if spouses even know that they're doing this. And I don't even know if their spouses even know that they're dealing with a person like Florida Man. And I guarantee you, Bougie's husband does not. And I guarantee you can contest to this. She has literally heard Bougie's husband jump her ass for this shit.
Yes.
So Bougie's husband is very much aware of her fuckery on TikTok. And he is very much aware of the shit she's doing. So I think some people just need to look at it I think there's 2 women on this app that got nothing going on in their life. They don't have anything. I don't know if it's because they've got so much bad shit going on in their personal life that this is an outlet for them to let out their anger and frustration. I don't know. I can't. This is just my opinion on it. I just think that Bougie And I think that even with OG, I don't understand why they're out here doing the most.
Sheep, this is more than just about Bubbles. Yes, I said I have told my apologies to everybody on this app that I've said fucked up shit about. And I'm not apologizing again. I've already apologized, and it's the end of it. It's much more deeper than just Bubbles.
And that's what I need people to understand. It's about everyone. It is, Sheep. It is. It's about everyone. It's about a lot of people that have been affected. Stephanie hasn't done. Stephanie has not held alive. And Stephanie has not shared or shown this information on lives to try to destroy people's lives. And I think even though Stephanie has this information, Stephanie isn't out here destroying people's lives with this so-called information.
No, it's in my phone, and that's where it will stay. I am waiting for Florida Man to put his text between me and Bougie up so I can put the truth up when he puts up some shady shit. That's what I'm waiting on. Other than that, it will be deleted out of my phone completely.
And what I don't understand is this. He's showing text messages between Bougie and I when I was pissed off at Megan. And hell yeah, I was talking shit on Megan. Of course I was. But that's because me and her that was last October. And we were fighting. So you're out here showing messages between Bougie and I with whatever, but you don't ever see me sending information to Bougie like she sent me. I mean, Bougie sent me the videos on Retina. Bougie sent me the articles on Retina. I didn't even know what had happened with Retina or what had transpired years ago. I don't really understand it. And I think that Bougie looks people up because I think she's just bored. I think she's bored because she just, I don't know anybody that wants to know that much about people. Battle Princess come up in the box?
Yep.
Hey, Cattle Princess.
My bad, sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Game here. Like, if Stephanie's done and Stephanie why can't everybody just shut this down and say this is getting old, this is getting dumb, this is getting redundant? Like, let's stop.
Bougie needs to come forward and tell what she did. Responsibility.
Well, and not only that, that's what Holly Mae was saying the other night. Holly Mae was saying, tell her to get in the box. She had no problem getting in Mallory's box or getting in my box or getting in my box or getting in your box. Now, like, okay, cool. Somebody might get up there and cuss you out left and right. But
you won't own up to what she did.
Yeah, she didn't she do this to another group of people a couple of years ago?
But she won't. She's got to clear her name. When in the darkness of all of it, the truth has not came out. Because he is covering for her. Just like OG. But I will go to a deeper level, and I will say, I will completely go out of my element and say, Liz showing my pictures of whatever. If you think it makes you feel good about yourself, keep showing them. But baby, you need to look in the fucking mirror.
Oh, you said you don't think Bougie will come back until Florida Man gets Holly Mae to stop going at her. I don't want Holly Mae to stop going at her. I hope Holly Mae stays on her. I may not even be a big fan of Holly Mae, but I really do hope Holly Mae stays on that ass. I truly do. Because at least Holly Mae has enough sense to see it is for what it is and to see that Bougie's the fucking problem.
No, Bougie wants to come back and her name be cleared and everybody hate everybody and she's the hero in the fucking situation when that is not the fucking case.
Well, I just want to make it true. Holly Mae's what she wants. Florida Man doesn't phase her. I don't think Florida Man phases Holly Mae at all. I truly don't. But everybody wants to sit here and hold everybody else accountable. Well, let's hold Bougie accountable. And I think until Bougie decides to get up in a fucking box, and I would love to see Bougie and Stephanie in a box. Matter of fact, I would love to see them go I would side by side screens, and I would love for Stephanie to show what she has in her phone, and I would love for Bougie to show what she has in her phone. Because I'll tell you what, Stephanie hasn't deleted shit.
I'm down like a rodeo clown. Let's do it. Do it.
And I think that's what needs to happen.
Why do you think Muffin Man drops every time I try to get in a box with her?
I say set it up. I say this. I say Florida Man. Why don't you get Bougie to screen record her Bougie's text message thread between Stephanie and Bougie from start to finish? And I want Stephanie to show her text messages. And I guarantee you there's going to be some shit missing.
I'll gladly do it. Y'all let me know when and where, and I'll be there.
I say we get them both in a box, and I say Bougie shows her screen, Stephanie shows hers. Because I guarantee you right now, there ain't shit. Listen, Bubble, is that Bubble Bath? I can't ever tell which one's the real Bubbles.
And
shit.
let's not forget, the first night I showed that phone dump, Smashley recorded it. She screen recorded it. So she has the same identical thing that I have in my phone. The same identical thing.
And I say if it don't add up, if it don't add up, then there's your answer. I don't think there's going to be any more of this. Let's show fake bankruptcies on Stephanie. Let's make Stephanie look like in a bad side. Okay, here's my thing, Florida Man. You want to clear Bougie's name? Bougie, you want to clear your name? Let's do it live. I don't even care who the fuck holds it. I want Bougie to show her entire text message thread from start to finish between her and Stephanie, and then I want Stephanie to show hers. And I'm going to tell you what, there ain't going to be some things that are lining up. And then you're going to have your fucking answer. And then everybody's going to see that Bougie's the one that looked up Bubbles' information and then sent it to Stephanie.
And Smashley's information and Retina's information and Wicked's information, and we keep going on.
Whose background check did she send you that you showed me?
The Muffin Man.
Yep. She did a full background check on the Muffin Man. I say this. I say no more talking on Florida Man. And I say, Florida Man, if you want to get it done, get it done. And I'm talking a screen recording. I'm not talking no screenshots. I'm not talking snippets of a text message thread. I want to see a screen recording from the top, tippity top, to the bottom. And I will tell you,
what kind of shit person she is, and it'll show what kind of liar Florida Man is. But that's never going to happen because nobody is going to push to make that happen because they know the truth will come out. Why do you think these motherfuckers have tried to silence me?
Do y'all know that?
All the way back to the Muffin Man. He resorted all the way back to the Muffin Man. And when I debunked that in my private group of the people that I care about, because that's really the only people I care about knowing the truth. and I showed every bit of that, everybody was like, Florida
Well,
man is
okay.
trying to silence me. He's
Well,
trying to silence me. But
yep.
if you want the truth, I am more than happy. I need to do, because when the truth comes out, everybody will know the shit person Florida man is and the shit person Bougie is, and how they're working together to twist narratives. So if you want the truth, I got it.
All I'm going to say is I think that to see, because what I'm saying is the things that she is showing and that she is sharing, we are only seeing screenshots. And I want to see the whole thing. And we all know, and Moonbeam even pointed it out. And I don't even think she meant to do it, but she did it. When Florida Man showed a text message between Bougie and I, Moonbeam said, "Why are these messages so close together?" There was no gaps. Because everybody knows when I text, I usually text a specific way, right? You could tell when Moonbeam pointed it out that there were deleted text messages. And I'll tell you one of those text messages that was deleted that old Miss Bougie didn't show on her screen. And I'll tell you, there was a specific word that was said in one of those text messages thread that Bougie didn't want y'all to see. So all I'm saying is that y'all know how you can go in your text message thread and you click on a text message and you can hit delete on a specific text message. Y'all do know that, right? Right? Y'all all have smartphones. Y'all know how these phones work. So all I'm saying is if Bougie wants to clear her name and say that it was Stephanie that did that, I just say we do a side-by-side little phone dump and we figure out who's telling the truth. And I say, exactly, Sheep, if you have the information, show it and take your power back. And then the hell with all of y'all. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to sit here and make, what was it? He took a bankruptcy off of someone else's and then put it on a document and made it look like your bankruptcy, Stephanie?
He took a bankruptcy off of not the one's background. He copied and pasted that template and he put mine and Chris's name in it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, I mean, like I said, I think we could show the proof from in the brightest font on the biggest screen from start to finish. And some of y'all are going to sit here and say, yes, doctored information, Sheep. Just like he doctored that fake message between him and my mod. And we've already debunked that
Like he
shit.
doctored, the reason why I did a phone dump is Moonbeam and Bougie had a doctored text messages. They had added things to it, and I showed the original.
Hey, Sheep. So you didn't see what Florida Man did with the fake message? You didn't know about the bankruptcy?
Yeah, apparently I have 3 of them, and I lost my home, and I owe AT&T a whole bunch of money, and oh God, I don't know what all. I'm like I'm just severely in debt that I can't even see the light of fucking day. But it's so weird because I sit here in my beautiful home and I have a new car and I work and so that's just fucking weird to me. But whatever. I mean, whatever everybody wants to think is fine, I guess. I mean, if that's how you feel, okay, that's how you feel. But it's not the truth.
So this is, like I said, this is one of Florida Man's doctored things. So Florida Man is saying that my mod Mike messaged him, but that's not the case. Florida Man took a template, a screenshot, but if my mod was messaging Florida Man, it would have Florida Man's information here and it would say follow. But, and if you look at the bubbles, they're all, you know, they're all blurry. Everything's blurry. And then the bubbles are different, right? But then if you go to, you know, I hate
The
having
thing
so much. But then here,
The thing
so
that
then,
me up
right.
is why are
And
we
then,
why are
and
we
then
trying
from
to
here,
look up
right,
people's financial
right.
information?
And then from here, this is Andy. So if I was going to be messaging Andy, it would have Andy's information and it would say follow back. And then it would say this. Okay. So what you guys are not understanding is Florida Man does a lot of shady shit. He's already admitted to it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And he even literally said that he was going to come after my mod. And then what? The next day he came out with that fake message. File, and then he screenshotted it. That's what happened. And then they went and inserted whatever. So you guys just need to open your eyes, and you guys need to see the fuckery that's happened. That's been happening. You know, it was proven even with OG and Mittens, they were changing names in the contacts. Somebody else was text messaging someone else. I mean, it's already been proven that, you know, OG had another person make a profile making it look like it was her because OG wanted to make it look like she was in a chat when she wasn't. It's just wild. And when you're out here saying you want to tell the truth, you shouldn't have to go through a third party like Florida Man to do it.
Not to run from everything, but to have peace and to talk to my friends and whatever without being belittled. And because I can guarantee you, watch what I tell you, $100 bill. Florida Man will have a live probably tonight to try to debunk everything that I said. And he's probably going to show a bunch of bullshit because he has to do tit for tat because he does not want to be proven wrong. What's in my phone will prove this motherfucker wrong. And see, he can't take what's in my phone. But what's in my phone will prove this motherfucker wrong. So when y'all ready for the truth, just let me know.
Well, I'll just tell y'all, as far as me and as far as all this fuckery going on here on all sides, it's wild. Jazz on my feet, you said, why won't you show it?
I have showed it.
She
I
has
did a whole
showed
phone
it.
dump.
She did a whole phone dump. Smashley has a screen recording of it.
And my phone dump, now it's been what, weeks later now.
Mm-hmm.
My phone, what's in my phone right now, will match exactly what's in Smashley's when she screen recorded it the first night that I phone dumped it. That's how all this started. It all started by doctor text messages, and I debunked it and showed the original text messages, and this is how all this shit got started.
Correct, because Bougie and Moonbeam doctored a text message. That is true, and Stephanie debunked it. And that's why
That's how Florida Man started on me. That's how, he started all this bullshit. But I will say I am not Tennessee whiskey. I have never been Tennessee whiskey.
No.
And Florida Man sent me the video of Petty and the children. So I can debunk that. I also have text messages where Bougie sent me court documents from Petty, and it clearly says I can't show these on live because they're going to know I doctored them pretty much. So I have that. And
Bougie and Moonbeam doctored a text message making it look like it was all Stephanie's fault.
Yes. So whenever y'all get ready for the truth, just let me know. I'll put it out there.
They're asking if you can show that doctor text message. Could you show that? Do you have that, Stephanie?
Yeah, I'll have to go back I'll have to find all my screen recordings.
Honey, Moonbeam is still in contact with Bougie because Bougie.
Yes. Tickety Talk Watcher or whatever, that's Bougie. Mark Safe from Leatherface, that's Bougie. What is it?
Don't block Rhonda about Rhonda.
Love and something else, that's Bougie. Bougie is playing in all of y'all's face, and y'all are being friends with her, not even knowing that it's Bougie. Bougie has my entire full name, including my maiden name, in her bio on this account. So, yeah. Moonbeam is in full contact with Bougie, and she's playing in y'all's face. And because she's old and she can't remember nothing and blah, 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 everybody's just accepting her in.
Somebody said, can you show the message that says Florida Man sent you the video of Petty's family?
Yes, I will. So I'm just saying, we can set it up. Can I prove that? I can prove everything that I'm saying. I can prove every single thing that I'm sitting here saying. I sure can.
Listen, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, when Stephanie showed me her phone, my mind was blown. It's honestly, I don't know. I don't like, I mean, I text my friends and all, right? Like, and stuff like that. But like the things that like Bougie was like showing or like sending to her, it's all like, if any of my real friends ever did this to me, I would be like, why in the fuck are you sending me this shit? Like what is your reasoning? And he threatened Moonbeam. That's what they're saying, Stephanie.
Oh yeah, where she said, if you show this, I'll have a PO on you too.
Yeah, I'd show the shit out of it. Y'all, listen, as much as I would have loved to show the text messages I had between Bougie and I, which weren't very interesting, I don't keep text messages. I'm the world's worst at it. I delete at the end of every day. I go through all my text messages and I delete shit just because I don't like my phone congested with stuff. So like, I'm getting better at like when I got that message from that Downey account trying to get me to ask Dora about all those like law school stuff. I'm glad that I screen recorded that because it proved that I wasn't looking for Dora's information. That Downey person was the one doing it. You know what I mean? And I showed that to Dora and her wife on a live. And then they called that person out and was like, you were straight up a liar. Like, you're a lying piece of shit. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that I kept that because it proved that, like, I wasn't lying and that I wasn't out here looking. Because I guess this person told Dora that I was out here looking to see what law school she was at, and it was all lies. And I'm glad that I had enough smarts to screen record it. It's me, Breezy, too. Don't you mod for Florida Man? I mean, don't you mod for Florida Man? Oh, little chunk, you need to ask Stephanie a question. What question do you need to ask?
What? What's your question?
Oh, well, it's me, Breezy. There is an account that is similar to your name that's modding.
No, that's Breezy. It's regular Breezy.
Okay, what is it?
It's just Breezy.
It's just Breezy. That's what it is. Okay, it's just Breezy. Okay, Breezy. Okay, I wanted to clarify that. All right, I have Breezy coming up.
I know we got it figured out, but yeah, no, I don't mod for
Yeah.
them, not at all.
Right, because when we saw that account, I was like that Breezy person. I was like Street Snark, you know?
Yeah, I do.
And yeah, it's an account that kind of sounds like yours.
yeah,
so,
yeah.
yeah,
That
it's
girl,
not-
that girl,
Yeah.
that
This
girl
is
that's being drugged. That girl that's being drugged for the picture deal. She did not do that at all. And her screen name is literally just the word Breezy.
gotcha.
I've known Breezy
So-
for years. I've known Breezy for years. She's good.
Yeah. So I have always been kind of just sit back and a quiet watcher, but so much flip flop, and it's okay for George to sit with Sally and Sally to sit with George, but once they get mad, nobody else should. I'm done with that.
Right.
So I am a free thinker, and I enjoy watching you, Shannon. So
Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate it.
How you doing, Breezy? Pretty good?
I'm good, girl. I'm good.
Good. That's
I'm
old
so
school right there. We go back a long way.
Yes.
Well,
Yes. But
I can.
see Shannon.
Right. Well,
ahead.
you're sitting here saying, do you have? Well, why is Bougie modding for Moonbeam?
What?
Yeah.
Why is Bougie modding for Moonbeam?
Oh my god.
Are y'all that naive? Do y'all understand the reason why Moonbeam is safe is because she's writing for Moonbeam, or she's writing for Florida Man? Y'all do know that, right?
Right. I mean, we've seen the live where Florida Man basically told her when she was trying to say everybody, was bad, and she didn't mention her own name. And Florida Man said, Moonbeam don't do that because I can so easily pull receipts out of you. And all of
Right.
a sudden there was quiet. She got quiet.
Yeah.
I've seen that live too.
Well, and not only that, but like Bougie has instilled fear into Moonbeam, and then Moonbeam's riding for Florida Man. Y'all,
Right.
That was just about a week ago. Not even a week ago when she was up there saying something. And
Yeah,
Florida
because
Man
she sent Moonbeam the message when Moonbeam was live.
yeah.
Talking about
Adam, what account? Y'all listen. My block list is so damn long. I had to unblock a lot of motherfuckers on here. Shit.
anyways,
I was a little upset when I seen you were under a private name. I was like, that's why I haven't seen her on.
Well, listen. When I tell you, I am
get
so
it.
over. When I tell you, I'm so over the bullshit. I am. Shit. I've been trying to go fucking incognito, and then I went live earlier and freaking, I had a moment there, and
Yeah.
that's when you tell them,
And I hate-
Shannon. Shannon, you just tell
I
them,
hate-
fuck them. Fuck you if you can't take a fucking joke. You know what I mean?
I hate the fact that you and Jana are at it. Cause you
well,
guys
it's
are really
not.
good
It's not that.
friends.
It's not that we're at it. Breezy. It's the fact that dealings with a certain individuals, and they have
Yep.
just turned and burned on us a lot. And
Yep.
they just did the other day, and I think that's just what really it just gets me because I'm like, how many more times do you have to turn and burn on a person? You know what I
Of
mean?
course enough.
It's like
Yeah.
for me, I can't do it anymore. Now,
Yeah.
I know that Jana is a more forgiving person and she's more tenderhearted and you know that's just who she is, and I can't fault her for that. But
Right.
I've just been done. I've been put through so much shit on this app that like once you fuck me over and I just can't do it anymore.
Right. And that
You know,
person, you guys.
I can't do it anymore. And if somebody decides to give another person another chance, okay, cool. But like, if that person happens to be in your life, I just
Like
no, I can't.
I've seen it myself. Yeah.
And I
get it,
just
Shannon.
I will say this with Hallie Berry, whatever her name is, like that girl,
Sensitive Savage.
sensitive savage, whatever. I can't do it
No,
no more.
that's enough.
Oh, you said
No,
well,
I get it.
yeah. She's too much for me.
Can I
But I
ask?
got a phone call. I got to hop down. I just want to make sure you do. I do not mod for anybody.
No,
Okay.
no, Breezy
I
never
understand.
does.
Yeah. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be in the chat.
See you,
All right.
Breeze.
Bye, guys.
I was gonna ask Stephanie, you still there?
I'm here.
Hey, you know, since he put all your information out there and you got the worst credit in the world to this man, Florida man, the whole time I've been listening, I haven't heard your doorbell ring for the bill collectors.
Right.
Right. And that, you
And
know?
I'm not getting my phone's not going on pause because I got all these bill collectors calling
Yes.
in.
I was thinking that. I'm thinking, oh my God, they're leaving her alone. How do they do that if she's such out
Yeah.
there and everything?
Yeah.
I'm so glad, you know, that you're like me, the worst credit in the world. I mean, tell me.
Yeah, like
I think my-
hideous.
Yes, terrible in that,
But
you know
just
what I
had-
mean?
But just had
family-
pool put in last year.
Yeah, my family won't even loan me $10 because they know they ain't getting it back.
Right.
You know,
Right. I'm glad somebody sees through the bullshit.
I seen through the bullshit from the beginning, girl. You don't
Well,
have
I
to worry
appreciate
about that. I am 65 years old, and I'm like, yeah, I've been through this bullshit before. You know what? You be you, girl. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right. See you. Bye, Shannon.
Bye, girl.
So, big box me, Shannon. I just want to show y'all an example. Big box me.
Give me 1 second. I got somebody wanting to send me something. I guess they got a screenshot or something they want to share me. Oh shit. Y'all listen what comes out in the woodwork when shit happens?
So, this is just a little example of what I have in my phone. Y'all know Ashlark, Mama Ashlark, whatever.
Yeah. Y'all,
not sure.
unless somebody writes something unhinged in here, y'all don't block anybody. Unless somebody comes in here totally sideways.
Here's a message where she shows everything. And I'm not showing that part because that is a picture of her home.
And that's from Bougie.
And that's from Bougie. Bougie's in the gray. I'm in the blue. Just a little snippet of what she's done when she doxed Ashlark. So there's that.
Hey, sheep, this is what I think should happen. I think Moonbeam on her mods, I think they should all have to get in a box and talk. Because I guarantee you some of the mods won't do it. Oh, you sent it? Shezdu or whatever? Am I going to be shocked? What am I going to get? You said you have a screenshot from Mittens Group and OG?
Here's another one where she accuses Holly Mae of cancer right here.
Holy shit, I just got some juicy details. Y'all, I just got a screenshot somebody on Snapchat, and I have a message thread, and it's where Mitten says, I want to doctor some screenshot messages so I can give her proof of something, so she will hopefully give me proof on her bullshit. What? Y'all want to see some shit? Hold on, Stephanie. I don't know. Y'all, people are just sending me shit. I just figured I might as well share this shit. So what I'm saying is like, you can doctor, I guess you can doctor screenshots. Can y'all doctor those? How do y'all doctor screenshots? I've never.
Oh wait, let's see what else I got here. Hold on.
Oh, you hear me, big box? You hear? I don't know. I want to say.